Hello, what's everybody? My name is Harold Downs, meteorology major student for Valparaiso University, and today I'm going to be doing a daily weather forecast for September 11th, 9/11, which is tomorrow. I am excited for this one. It looks like we're going to be seeing our first potential storm system of my forecast. But let's get started. Let's go to the numerical models. I'm going to hopefully be able to see some models that give me a good indication of what to expect. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna choose the NAM, and this is the current, or this is the radar simulated reflectivity. This is kind of what potentially we could see. Now this is 10 a.m. Sunday tomorrow morning. So looks like we're probably gonna have some rain tomorrow morning, which will pretty much be the entire day here. And you can see the system actually kind of spins around, which tells me that there is probably a low pressure in here. And if I go to surface temperature, you should be able to see the pressure. I go to 15. Uh, no, I can't see the pressure. But if you see, look at all of these. Look at all these signatures, waves, low pressure, temperature. But let's just go back a bit. Now let's get to midnight. Actually 1 a.m. in the morning, because this model does not go every hour. So surface temperature, this is about 1 a.m. tomorrow. So in a few hours from current time of recording this. See touching lows of mid 60s, upper 60s. That cooler air behind this storm system is settling in. Let's advance another 6 hours. As you can see, this is about 7 a.m. That cooler fronts continues to move in, and it continues to shift down into the far northwestern part of Illinois. Temperatures are actually steady at mid 60s, and still got this pocket of air of mid upper 60s at 7 a.m. So it looks like it's potentially going to warm up a little bit sooner than normal. It's advanced 3 hours. So this is 10 a.m. See, that cooler air kind of goes away up here, but it's the cooler air kind of shifts in here, which tells me, and it's slowly shifting, which tells me this rain system is slowly making its way to the east southeast. You can see the temperatures start to rise, but yeah, the system is definitely making a slight movement down here. And let's advance another. This is 10 a.m. by the way. Let's advance to another 3 hours. This is about 1 p.m. See, the system continuously. This is actually after the rain, in my opinion. So you're going to see the system probably around this area, around 1 p.m. Excuse me, around 1 p.m. This is their entire area is going to be rain. You can see a lot of tighter waves right here. Kind of a weird signature on the for the temperatures. See, it's still hot over here, but this system is continuously just slowly coming in. It's a little hot, warmer up here, which tells me there might be a little pocket of no rain or some rain, but heating back up. Let's advance another 3 hours. So you can see the system continuously. It's making it cooler back here. So in my opinion, this system has moved out of this area and is about right here. It's a cold front coming in. So it looks like a weak cold front, but it's definitely is coming in. See, temperatures still around the low 70s. I haven't really seen an 80 signature for Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland region, but still looking pretty good. Another 3 hours, and this system continues. And this is where we might see the kind of almost tropical storm-like motion of a storm counterclockwise, because this is slowly moved down here, and it starts to warm up a little bit back here. This is about 7 p.m. on Sunday. Let's advance another 3 hours. This is 10 p.m. So as you can see, this system it gets cooler down here. So this system is definitely making some weird tropical cyclone type movements in a counterclockwise motion. So it's pretty interesting to see. So, and then advance another 6 hours. So this is 1 a.m. for Monday, but then you can see that system slowly kicks up over here. So might actually see a lot more rain opportunities on Monday, on the Monday morning hours, as this stuff comes up here. And this is pretty accurate in my opinion. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a weekly forecast up, by the way. But right now, looking like we're going to see mid to 70s with a low probably average around mid 50s. So a little bit cooler than the last couple days during the day and in the evening. Let's take a look at dew point temperature. See, it's pretty muggy down here and central and southern Illinois. Let's get that here. So as you can see, this moisture, this weaker or this cooler moisture comes, it starts to creep in. Continues to creep in. See, this is what I'm talking about. This weird pocket that kind of does that. So I think the system is going to kind of curve around. Kind of when we saw it on the simulated reflectivity, as we're seeing dew point temperatures probably mid 60s, and you can see it's anticyclonic motion. Now this is going on later in the week, but that is a really interesting movement right there, and something that I would definitely take a look at for flooding, because you could be getting rain in your area for potentially, if everything holds, 5-6 hours at a time. And depending on how heavy the rain is, that could lead to 3 or 4 inches of rain, and we'll look at that. Convective wise, now even though I do expect a rain system, I don't expect, let me see if I can click a model here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that this model that I'm using allows me to get station or get a what I whatever. So let's advance. So this is 1 p.m. Got some cape, but it's capped. Weak levels. Got some uncapped levels down here. Let's move up. I'm just gonna go around. Okay, so right here, still weaker. And it's kind of north central Indiana area. Marginal severe. Yeah, we might see something. Now that is a good LFC. Nothing is wrong with omega negatives or positives, so that's pretty good. Let's see here. Shear's not good. If you for severe weather, shear is not good. So that's one thing that's kind of holding back. That's why it's a marginal severe, because you have the ingredients besides the shear. Remember, you want the shear about 20 surface to 3 kilometer shear about 25 knots for. It's ideal for severe weather. Usually want that over 40 for tornadoes. So let's check out. Let's continue advancing. Kind of see what is going on. Really, I don't see much for convective available potential energy, so I don't see a severe threat really. So I mean, we could take a look at the mean layer cape and cap. Again, I don't see much tomorrow for severe weather-wise. Most unstable cape I expect to be similar. This doesn't show the capping. There is this little pocket in here. Let's just take a look at it. This is C. It might be a marginal severe. None. So if you look here, surface cape is nothing. There's nothing. And there's quite a bit of capping. So, yeah. Severe weather-wise, I don't see much that tells me, hey, there could be some issues here. Supercell composite isn't the best thing to use anyways. It doesn't really tell you much. And same thing with significant tornado parameter. But with the green values, you're not going to get a chance. And precipitation, total precipitation accumulation. So right now, this has already totally been accumulated this afternoon. So a half an inch of rain, quite a bit of rain already in Iowa. And let's just fast forward it. So we got a ton of, and this is what I was concerned about in Iowa. Over 2.5 inches of rain, and let's back that up a bit. So this is 6 hours. You're about 1.5 inches of rain, and fast forward 6 hours, and you're getting over 2.5 inches of rain. So that's an issue. Got some rain down here, so as the system starts to make its turn, we might see some thunderstorms out ahead of it, and that is a bit concerning. That in 3, 6, 9, and 12, this rain continues to shift. Another 6 hours, almost hitting the 3 inches of rain, and we are getting to hit 3 inches of rain up here. So look for potential flooding, and that continues to get rain. This is total accumulation, so this is not just in one storm. This is total throughout this time. But if you're accumulating almost 5.5 inches of rain for a day, then that could cause some issues. See, the lake is getting some. So I think as the system moves around, you're going to get thunderstorms developing ahead of it, which is why there's a kind of a big gap in between here where this is not going to be heavy rain. You're going to have the rain continuously hitting this area, and you're going to have storms hitting out in front of it that are heavier. That's why pockets are over here. And look at this. You're hitting almost 7 inches of rain in about a 24-hour period of time. And that's not good necessarily. I mean, you got a lot of. It's not all flatland around this area. It's some hillies. It's a little hilly, but if you're farming that area, be prepared for some really damp crops. So something to look at. Now I want to take a look at the jet stream to confirm this. Now this is the NAM. See, look at this. This is what I'd like to call a closed low at 500 millibars, and this is at Monday. So what this system is basically doing, and here's this right side of the trough. It's not definitive, but here's this right side of the trough. That's why there's going to be the rain out here. And continue moving on. This right side of the trough continues right about here. It's weaker, but it's there, and that's going to cause the rain, and it continues, and then you kind of get like a closed low right here. And this little gap, like I said, that's where you're going to get not as much rain, but yeah. So pretty interesting. A closed low, like I said, almost a hurricane type of low as this goes through. So pretty interesting to see. Now I want to go to the Storm Prediction Center because I want to see what they have said in terms of this weather. I don't think it's going to be severe. You see, look at this entire line. Look at this entire line of storms reaching down all the way to almost the Texas Panhandle. Pretty interesting. Day 2 convective outlook. This is for tomorrow, I believe. 12Z Sunday to 12Z Monday. So about 7 a.m. Sunday to 7 a.m. Monday. See, just thunderstorms, nothing. And the forecast discussion, they have upper low is expected to develop early Sunday morning and develop and pretty much shift east, which is what we saw, but let me go back to this and back to the models. Or no, actually, let's go to the radar. Hold on. Okay. Let's go to the radar real quick. I am struggling with the Wi-Fi here today. Let's go to the satellite and radar. Oh, I just hit the models again. Amateur forecaster here. Go to the satellite. Okay. Whew. I almost hit it again. Okay. So this is, what is this? The Mosaic Radar. This is about current time. This is for the entire United States area. Now, one thing, if you want to notice, these little dots that are kind of exploding. These are all radars, and the green stuff around here is ground clutter, or it's basically where if you have clouds. That's weird how this is disappearing. Also, some radar beams must be messing up there. But basically, you have clouds in the sky, and you have the radar beams shooting up and bouncing off the clouds, hitting the ground, and that's what you're getting. Your radar beams are actually reading the ground. Sometimes in Illinois, you'll see some pockets of green somewhere around here, kind of like right there. That's where wind farms are. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I want to view localized sectors. Let's see. So here's this rain. Interesting how the radar waves are not picking up that. I could use the COD website. Now, this is kind of far from, because it uses the Romeo K-Lot radar. This is kind of far from the radar center, so I don't know. It's not picking it up completely well. But as this thing slowly shifts east, and I know it's going northeast, but I have a feeling that's going to change as the trough comes down further, and it's going to slowly develop, and we might actually see rain coming up from the south doing this. But all this green spot is ground clutter. That's why the city has a ton, and yeah. But yeah, so tomorrow I expect rain, potentially in the early morning or in the morning hours. Throughout the entire day, I expect some steady rain, not too heavy and not too heavy. Like I said, the area of concern for flooding is going to be in this area, which is why I think the system will continuously wrap around, pounding this area with heavy rain. Which, looking at almost 7 inches of rain in a 24 to 36 hour time frame, I'd expect for Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland region, for that rain to be out of here by Monday, early Monday morning. Now, in that time frame, I expect highs of low to mid 70s and lows low to mid 50s. Don't expect it to be a hot day. Football season starting. The Bears start tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get a week one win. But overall, I think it's going to be all right. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll come up with a daily forecast tomorrow and a weekly weather forecast tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.